when you were 7?
When I was
7?
7.
Yeah.
Ripley Close.
You lived there all that while, did you?
I lived there from I was 3, coming up for 4 when we moved. And apparently we'd been living in Orchard Street, but I can't remember that. All I can remember about Orchard Street is one toilet in the yard at the
outside,
back, and a boy from the shop nearby, Waller's, I think that was called. He said to me, he was a little boy, he said, he was looking through a hole in the toilet door, and he said, I can see your mother.
Peter Tom, in them days.
She'd have had a fair few news.
He'd have got a thing round here.
Oh. So what year would that be? When you were 3 years old then?
I was born 1928.
So that'd be in the early 30s.
Yeah.
So you lived there quite a fair while then, didn't you?
Oh, that was lovely, yeah.
I know, I wish you'd never moved.
Yeah, because that was just like a whole family. You know, as I said, I used to do school marching in anybody's.
Where is Ripley Close?
It's just off
I think that's
Elizabeth Fry Road.
Near Coleman Road.
Yeah, that
come
go
off Elizabeth Road,
and that go right round to the avenues, and that's right down the end of I'll show you one when we go home.
So, Jean, you lived at Orchard Street before that. You lived at Orchard Street.
Yeah, so apparently I can't remember it really. Okay. Just the toilet.
And then it was Ripley Close.
Yes.
Yeah. We went.
Then we went to Dereham Road. Then we went to
we didn't live the same side as Grandad.
Oh.
We lived on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Opposite I don't know if you can remember it. Baileys they were called, and I think he had a market stall in those days. He used to make horse medicine, and he had horses and things.
Okay.
Horse medicine.
Yeah. So that was up that end of towards Dereham Road and Grandad's. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember them. But just
are we ready?
Next door.
Oh, I've been recorded.
Pardon?
I've been recorded for a while now.
It's going on.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have
you ticked any off from your list yet? So you still got your list to go?
Well, I'll put. I met Evelyn as soon as I got to Ripley Close, because she lived in Lubbock.
Yeah, I can remember, because I used to go round to her mum.
Yeah.
I always loved going round there.
We're friends ever since.
Oh, lovely.
So,
she lives
about 88 years we've been friends.
She's
pretty good
now,
going.
don't she?
Pardon?
She lives quite near now, don't she?
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's lovely.
On Plumstead Road. Well, Tracy Road.
Is that the lady we ran all once or twice?
Pardon?
Is that the lady we ran on once or twice in our car?
Now let me see. Yeah, well, when I was 11 years old at Ripley Close, I was in my little front bedroom. Remember that?
Yes, I can remember that.
And Dad came in with a cup of tea first thing in the morning, and he said, "Here you are, darling. You've got a little sister."
Oh, really?
And I had no idea. we were ignorant, and we didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
You know. And Mum apparently had gone to, before you were born, when she had the pains, she went. They knocked Mr. Ricks up.
Oh, yeah.
And he had a motorcycle and sidecar. And Mother got in the sidecar. I don't know how she did it. Can you imagine it? And he took her to the.
So I had my first.
He took her to the nursing home off Earlham Road, Chester Place, it's called.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Yeah. Oh dear. So that was another episode. And in June, that was June when you were born, obviously. And then in September 39, war was declared, but you won't remember the first years of that. It's just as well we'll go over that.
I can remember the war, when I was older, like about 7.
Yeah.
And I can remember
Dad was called up in the Royal Artillery. And, we won't talk about the war and all the horrible shelters.
Oh, yeah.
There was ones at school were just like trenches, weren't they? Well, they were at my school.
They weren't at my school.
Yeah.
They Anderson shelters.
No, they were underneath, weren't they?
I don't know. I just heard of Anderson, which is a sort of a round.
Well, you had them. People had them in the gardens, didn't they? Them Anderson shelters.
Actually, they dug a big hole into the ground, erected them in the ground, and they covered the top up with about 2 or 3 feet of soil.
They were very damp and cold.
It was freezing
down there at school. And
we always used to go down to Mrs. Pratt's.
Not like that.
No.
These were great big slip trenches.
I know what you mean.
Your sister's talking about the school shelters.
One,
Yeah, we all had a Anderson shelter in the garden, didn't we?
Yeah, because
that was cold down there.
I can remember Dad.
And Evelyn was telling me the other day that her mum made theirs so they could sleep in it. With bedding, she had everything.
Yeah.
She used to take it up when she went.
Yeah.
But, you wouldn't remember, but
I can remember. I can remember we never went down ours.
Oh, we did.
Well, I can't remember going down ours, but we always went in. What was her name next door? Mrs. Pratt, wasn't it? Who lived next door?
And Mrs. Pratt had a Morrison shelter.
Yeah.
In her lounge, didn't she?
Yeah, but there was one in her garden, wasn't there?
Yeah. And we were in there one night, and that spaniel, she had rags.
Oh, yeah.
We stank. And he came in this bed with us, or this thing with us.
Yeah. I used to think that was
I didn't like that.
Dog,
She didn't like dogs anyway. Oh, dear.
Well, you know your school shelters, Jean?
Yeah.
You said that's like a trench dug into the ground.
Yeah.
What did you have over the top of it? Anything?
Well, I think that just looked like grass or something. I just can't remember.
Oh, so it was probably covered in with all sorts of on the top of it.
Yeah. Camouflage.
More like a tunneling you went into.
What?
It was more like a tunnel you went into?
We went down some
Steps.
quite steep stairs. Yeah. And in front of you, as you were going down, there was a sack hanging. Big sack.
Something like that, yeah.
And the toilet was in there. And can you remember that was metal? It was like a great big pail.
Yeah. What school was
bucket,
this?
And of course, if you went and spent a penny, everybody heard.
What school was that, Jean?
Bly.
The Bly School?
I hated it.
How did you get there?
On a bike.
On a bike?
Yeah. Freezing cold I used to be.
Yeah.
I was cold when I started, and I'm afraid we didn't have much breakfast, or I didn't. I had a bit of bread and butter. And I was so cold when I got there in assembly. No one would stand behind me because I used to faint all the while.
Did you?
Oh dear.
But we didn't have a lot of food, did we? Because everything was on rations, wasn't it?
Now let's have a look at it. Dad came home eventually, and then the next thing we knew, we'd moved.
Yeah, no.
I can't ever remember any discussion or talking about it. We weren't told.
That was used to be Ann's complaint. I did. She never knew she was moving, so she had to start up again, making all new friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think Mum said that Dad was angry because everyone said when he went in the army that they'd do this and that for her, and no one did anything. But I said to Tony, no, Mum, she wouldn't let anyone do anything, would she?
No.
So,
that wouldn't be done right.
No.
So she...
That's right.
Yeah, but he was away for about 7 years, wasn't he?
Oh, no, not that long. I was 7 when he came out.
So,
well, that was
that would be about...
Yeah.
And, life then to when he came home was completely different. So taking him a fair while to settle down.
Oh, yeah.
I was only 2 years in the national service, and it took me quite a while to settle down.
Yeah.
So I can understand why your dad was upset and wanted to move.
I think perhaps... Well, I don't really think Dad was fit then. And I don't think he could do the garden.
No, I'm sure.
Because we had that big piece
big
inside. Yeah.
Well, your mum has dirt in a wall, didn't she?
Yeah, Mum used to dig it, and she used to do all the vegetables, potatoes, and
I can remember I answered Mum, bit of back chat, when I was a teenager, and she had a tea cloth in her hand, and she chased me around the garden. She didn't catch me. I don't know what she was going to do.
I can remember when she used to come out the back door, and there was a step, weren't there?
She used to open the back
used to
door.
miss the step and go flying across the concrete bit and over the hedge and land on the lawn.
Well, she used to stand on the arm of the chair, which was there. It was a wooden arm. In the kitchen.
To put the money in.
Put a hand up to put a shilling in or whatever it was.
In the gas meter,
Yeah. That was when she went. That was when she went.
To fly out the door.
Well,
But she never learnt a lesson.
No, I used to think she did it to make me laugh. Because I did.
On Coleman Road.
Yeah.
With her fruit and stuff.
She had 2 bags, and she tripped up the path. Everything went flying, and she just laid there, getting them, putting them in there.
She didn't attempt to get
laid on her front.
She just laid there, and I just stood there watching.
you mean you were nearly weighing yourself?
I probably was.
Yeah.
Pointing.
Oh dear.
I'll never forget.
Anyway, then we were on the move to that awful place on Durham Road.
Oh yeah, I hated that.
You thought it was awful as well, did you?
I
You thought it was awful as well.
thought it was awful, yeah.
Yeah,
After what we'd had. I mean, that was only a little tiny council house. 1 kitchen, 1 room.
Oh, I thought it was like, because I used to go and have music lessons on Durham Road, and that was a big house, and the way Anne was talking, I thought that was the same as that.
It weren't a council house. It weren't a council house, not on Durham Road. Friends Road was a council house, but Durham Road wasn't.
No, that was rented.
Yeah.
Yeah, private.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it.
No, neither did I. It was so cold because I had that little bedroom.
You had to go to St. View's school, change your school and everything. That wasn't. No, it wasn't nice.
No, because you lose all your friends, don't you?
And I felt shut in because we'd never been shut in.
No, but in them days they didn't all the schools didn't work at the same sort of thing, did they? And I didn't have a clue what thought they were talking about when I went to Wensonville.
No, it's very
You
difficult.
still don't, do you?
Explains a lot, doesn't it?
Well, I think that's why I don't know much. Because I couldn't understand. It's like going into a foreign country.
So whereabouts on Dereham Road were you then?
Pardon?
Whereabouts on Dereham Road?
Do you know where the Nelson pub and the Earl of Leicester pub is?
I know, well, where the Earl of Leicester pub was.
Yeah.
It's 280 Dereham Road.
Yeah.
280.
Yeah.
One
I
with
go that way back.
All right.
that had steps going up to the front door,
Yeah.
but that was never used, the front door.
I don't think so.
Well, I don't think
I
it
never went in.
Do you remember the numbers of the other houses you lived in?
Yeah.
Like
5.
Orchard Street, for instance.
Oh, 63 wasn't it?
Um,
63 Hawkers.
Orchard Street.
Orchard Street.
Yeah, but then that's not where your mother, your Jean, lived.
Orchard Street.
What
Do you know
number?
the number?
What number Orchard Street, Jean, did you live?
well, that I can't remember because you can't really remember
Okay.
being there. you
Oh.
see.
So Ridley Close,
5.
5. And then you moved to
Dereham Road.
Dereham Road, 280.
280.
Okay. Just think I might get around and have a look.
No.
Look in the door. Hello.
Dereham Road,
Yeah.
French Road.
Oh, number 7. Friends.
But when we were
14 Bells.
there, can you remember me taking you to the Samson on Thursday
Yeah,
afternoon?
I thought that was wonderful.
Can you remember the man I used to dance with, Cyril? He was much older than me, but he was a nice dancer.
Yeah.
And he was a nice little man.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he got the petrol, but he had this great big hump of snipe. Can you
Yeah, because he used to give us a lift.
Yeah, well, you looked lost in the back of that because I sat next to him and I turned around to say something to Anne, and she was like, to me it was a huge car.
It was a big car, I can remember that.
Yeah.
Because you don't
And
look at my
one
car.
day when we got out, she said something about, he looks like a teddy bear. Because he had a coat on, can you remember that sort of furry coat he had? Oh dear. And then once when he took me home in the evening, he said, may I kiss you, Jean? I said, no. I said, you're older than my dad.
Was he?
He was old. He'd been married and his wife died.
Oh.
And when we were dancing, he used to say, especially when they played, how we danced on the night we were wed.
Yeah.
He used to say, would you sing that, please? His wife used to sing that.
Oh.
I don't think you really want to hear me sing. Yeah. Anyway, they were happy days.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. You used to sit there, you were quite happy.
Oh, yeah,
You know.
they were.
You used to sit there, you were quite happy.
Yeah, I used to sit. Every time you come past, I used to wait.
Is that a gentleman who used to knock on the door and say, is Jean in?
Oh, no, that was Ken. What was his name now?
Ken Ames.
Oh, that's right, yeah. He used to park his car at the end of the passageway.
Yeah.
And every time I went past, he used to say, is Jean in? Is Jean in? And I used to say, sometimes you were in, and I used to say, no, she's gone out.
Oh dear. I don't know if I've told you. We went, years ago, we went down to Yarmouth Road to one of the big houses there. They were doing Shakespeare outside. Midsummer Night's Dream, I think it was. And in the interval, they had selling raffle tickets and whatnot. And I looked up, and across there, quite a way away, I thought, oh, it's Ken. Jill was with me, you see. And so he waved, and he came over, and he put his arms around me and kissed me. Because he did always make him marry him, but too young. I didn't want to marry him anyway.
So age had nothing to do with it, really, did it?
Yeah.
So when he did that, you see, when he kissed me, Jill looked absolutely horrified, and I said, "This is an old friend, Ken." And she walked off.
Did she? Oh.
How old would she be then?
Pardon?
How old was Jill then? This is the last 4 or 5 years? Or longer ago than that?
No, this is long ago.
Oh,
Long ago.
Dick was still alive?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, because I can't find out.
Oh.
I do. You remember Derek Burdett? He
Yeah.
was another one. He wanted to marry me, and his mother was so disappointed
Yeah.
because we didn't get
Was it
married.
in Lubbock Close? He lived?
Huh?
Derek.
He lived at the top of our close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
On the other side of
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what excuse did you have for not marrying him then? What excuse did you have for not marrying Derek?
Well, I just didn't want to. He went in the army, you see,
Yeah.
and he was an officer,
Oh,
and he got up to acting major,
did he really?
and he came when he was on leave. He used to meet me from the Norwich Union in Westlegate. I used to go out,
Mm.
and that if I was a bit late, I mean, it's absolutely stupid, just showing off. He used to have that stick.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And he used to keep going. And and he had that, they call it a Sam Brown belt on. There was no need for all that. He went up in the world. Well, he thought he did.
Yeah. Well, he did.
Well, he did then,
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
very intelligent.
Yeah.
Because at one time, both of us were going to be doctors.
Oh.
And then his father said to him, "You're not going to university, son." He said, "I've got another son." He said, "And I can't do it." So that was us.
So why didn't you go to university then? Why didn't you go to university?
Why didn't I go?
Yeah.
You're joking.
Well, you just...
I was enjoying life too much. Yeah. No. Anyway, that was our episode at Dereham Road.